We want to bring in Misty Marris now, experienced trial attorney and legal analyst. Misty, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So, Misty, very quickly, because I want to delve into what's going on with Jimmy Kimmel and also Stephen Hawking. What stood out to you the most with these thousands of pages of documents released this week?
Yeah, so I've reviewed them all, been combing through them as they've been released, and a lot of it was information that we already had or that we already knew about that was in the public sphere. The judge had said this, that one of the reasons why the does in the case, both affiliates and some of the victims, would be made public and would be identified is because much of that information was already out there and it was in the media and in the public, and some people had already spoken out and in other court documents. However, what I did find particularly jarring is some of the testimony of the victims and reading these deposition transcripts and hearing about how passports were taken in order to keep this one young woman on the island, and just really reading those allegations as they're being asked and as those questions are coming forth. I would say it's disturbing is minimizing it. It was very jarring.
I understand. I do want to get your help with some fact checking tonight. Jimmy Kimmel is blasting Aaron Rodgers after he insinuated that Kimmel may have associated with Epstein. Kimmel basically saying, keep this up and we can debate the facts in court. Misty, does Jimmy Kimmel's name even come up in these thousands of pages of documents?
It does not come up at all. And this is twofold, this issue. So first of all, a lot of people were calling the identification of these individuals who were involved in the civil lawsuit a list, Epstein's list. That is just not true. These are people that were identified in some in completely innocuous ways. For instance, there's testimony that Jeffrey Epstein bragged about being friends with celebrities, so no implication of wrongdoing. As far as Jimmy Kimmel is concerned, his name did not come up at all. The only tenuous affiliation is that Jimmy Kimmel had a private chef who also at one point served as Jeffrey Epstein's private chef. So the issue here is Aaron Rodgers brings this up in the media and says, essentially Jimmy Kimmel is nervous about his name coming up in connection with Epstein, and Jimmy Kimmel's firing back and essentially saying, I am considering a defamation lawsuit because I don't know the guy and I had nothing to do with his nefarious activities. And that's a step that we could see happen. But Natasha, his name was not in any of the documents that have been released to date. So it really is just that very, very tenuous connection through another individual, who also, by the way, was not accused of wrongdoing.
Right. And we appreciate you helping us parse this through and clear it up. Misty Marris, appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.